Well, happy 4th of July, people. It is Independence Celebration Day, where we became a nation free. I am happy to be living free. I mean, look at this. This is just beautiful out here this morning. We could not ask for a better day to celebrate the freedoms and the liberties that we still enjoy in this country. Hopefully we can hold on to these. Look at that. God bless America. I love it. So today is about spending time with family and also taking a moment to not just eat great food and have fun activities and watch some amazing fireworks, but it's about remembering, the great sacrifices that it takes to hold on to the good things in this life. We have the liberties because men gave their lives to protect it and to keep it and to make it available to people who would come to this nation and be willing to uphold those same, inalienable rights that we have. Maintaining our freedom is something that doesn't come easy, because there are always people who are wanting to take it away from you. They always want to control you or to have power over you. And just like my driveway, we have a couple of hours before our Independence Day festivities begin here. And our driveway has been encroaching upon our independence of driving freely through it. And so to use it as an analogy, you have to come through and you have to cut the weeds back. You have to pave the way a little bit better so that the weeds do not encroach upon the freedoms that we benefit from. And that is being able to drive in and out of my driveway without being attacked by the weeds, or even just making it look nice. You got grass growing in the middle of the driveway and stuff like that. It looks a little hairy, and so we have to work to make sure we keep things nice. If we let things go, it's the laws of entropy. They just fall apart. Things left alone eventually go towards chaos. And so you have to work to maintain. So for the next bit of time before we set up the slip and slide and other activities we're doing today, I'm going to clean up the driveway. One of my favorite freedoms that we have today is religious liberty. People can worship God the way that they see fit. We're not worrying about the government getting into our business and telling us how we can worship, how we shouldn't worship. And so that's pretty cool. An important principle is, as a Christian, thinking in the context of the 10 Commandments. The first 4 commandments deal with our worship of God. Don't make idols, don't take his name in vain, remember the Sabbath, that kind of thing. The last 6 deal with our interactions with man. Honor your father and mother, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not bear false witness, and thou shalt not covet. We know that technically this nation is not a Christian nation. It was founded by Christians, many Christians, okay? So those ideologies are pretty central in the constitutional documents that we live by in our country here. But it was never the intention of our forefathers to enforce Christianity upon the peoples of this land, but simply to inspire the principles by which we benefit from being a Christ follower. The government really can be involved, like if the violation of our rights, like the inalienable rights, being life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Okay, well, what's that mean? Well, that means that children have respect for their parents and authorities, right? Okay, that means We're not murdering people, not going around just, willy-nilly killing people because we don't like them. We're not stealing, cheating, robbing, all those kinds of things. Also, family relationships are managed and facilitated by the government. Like whenever a couple divorces, the government has tools and mechanisms in place to try to keep them together. If not, then the proper division of assets and all that kind of stuff happens. So you see the government's role in, marital issues. And while it's sad that a couple would part ways, it's a sad fact of life. And the government facilitates a proper method so that things are fairly divided and distributed accordingly. And children are also considered in the courts and that sort of thing. So we have Department of Child Services protecting also the rights of kids and all that kind of stuff. So we have all these things here, which all can be tied back to one of the commandments. Then, of course, we have, business law and corporate law that is there to protect individuals and even corporations that may have their intellectual property stolen, or we've patent laws. So it makes sense that when you think as a Christian, a biblical Christian Judeo follower, that the government has a right to legislate and to protect the interactions between fellow humans, man and man, woman and woman, that kind of thing. But when it comes to our religious liberty, the first 4 commandments, that is not something the government should be involved in. We, as a constitutional republic, we should not violate the freedom of people and how they worship. For example, this is kind of extreme, but this should get the point across. If there was a person who was a member of the Church of Satan who was my neighbor, and they go and do all their stuff that I would completely disagree with, as long as they don't violate my human rights, as long as they're not coming over to my house and snatching my cat and my dog and sacrificing them, or children for that matter, then I am fine with them being, a member of the Church of Satan. I shouldn't say I'm fine with it. Maybe I'm not happy with it, and I'll even try to be a good witness, and testify to the love of Christ and not the love of the enemy, or the hatred of the enemy, I should say. So, but you see the point. They should have the right and freedom to worship whoever they want to worship, however they want to worship. I mean, it goes for Buddhists, Hindus. They worship and have many gods that they worship. They could still live in this nation and be free to worship how they want to worship, who they want to worship, and that's protected, right? There's no enforcement of religion. But when they violate any of those, natural rights, then that's where the government needs to step in and they cross the line. Much improved. All the checks and balances that our forefathers put into place in this country were put there because of experience that they had in countries that didn't have those things in place. Now, if any of those checks and balances, the 3 parts of government, the U.S. Constitution, the Bill of Rights, all those things, if those are infringed upon, then we're stomping on the experience and the knowledge of our forefathers, of people of past, who basically gave this as a gift to us here in the future to benefit from. And if we lose that, we're spitting in their faces, and the results are not going to be good, and we're not going to like them. And if we let ourselves go too far, we're going to look back and say, man, we made a big mistake. So hold on to those freedoms. It's tractor time. Yeah. coming. Ooh, it's getting full. That's great. Looking good, looking good. We have some pool action here. Hey, wait a second. Where's your brother? What's up with this? You pass it off to your sister? I see how it is. Got him on camera. It's all right. This will live for archival history. We will forever be able to refer back. Your brother handed it off. Guys, it's that time of the year again. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Hey guys, we are out here having a blast today. Guess what day it is? Oh yeah, 4th of July. Got a little Christ action right there, praise him. And we got slip and slide, which is really, really sweet. Say hi, hi guys. Hi guys. Woo! All right, happy 4th of July, people.